Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Rhiannon. I'm with Simply Blessed with Rhi. I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer. If you see that red live button right there in the corner, that means I'm currently live. If you don't see that, it's not a problem. You're just watching a replay. And if you could please comment #replay so I know that you are here. I'd love to say hello to you. Give me just a moment to do some admin stuff and we'll get started. When you come on, say hi. Let me know how you're doing. Hit that heart button and sprinkle the love. Ooh, I don't know why I just hit. Anyway. Copy link. There we go. So I have this really pretty frame that I had gotten at Hobby Lobby a while back, you guys. And I need to kind of get all the blue off of it. So when I bought this, the frame was gold. And I was like, I did one frame with gold. But then I painted another one white, and then I painted this one blue. Hey, Susan. So it's not completely covered. Kind of gives it a rustic look, but it's still kind of, you can kind of see the gold through it. But what we're going to do, we're going to put this transfer on it. It says, life takes us to unexpected places. Love brings us home. So I'm going to put this on it, and then we are going to play a little bit with gilding wax. If you don't know what gilding wax is, it's just a, let's see if I can even get it open. It's just a, just that. It's a wax that is metallic. You just brush it on. It's really easy to apply. I used my finger to apply it. You can use a brush. We're going to use a brush tonight because I don't feel like trying to get it off of my fingers. So I've got silver. And I was thinking of doing this in silver. I also have gold. Considering this was already gold and it has a little bit of gold shining through, I'm not sure which one I want to do. Whether I want to use the gold or the silver. You guys let me know what you think I should do. I think the silver will brighten it up a little bit, whereas the gold will make it darker. So this is the gold. Looks kind of funky, but let me know what you think. So we're going to put this transfer on it. It's just going to be in white because I'm just putting that down there. It's just going to be in white because it still needs to be kind of neutral. So, how are you doing, Susan? Hey, Tony. Thank you. There you go, Tony. Hey, Melanie. So, guys have heard me say that with these slightly bigger transfers, I like to pull the backer off of the stencil instead of the other way around, just because it's easier to manage. I'm going to fuzz it. I'm doing all right. I didn't have much time to prepare. So my dad, he doesn't like to drive to Springfield because it's a funky town and it's easy to get lost or in trouble. And as a matter of fact, people were driving stupid today. So I take him whenever he has an appointment up there, and he had a late one. Thank you, Susan. He had a late appointment, so we got back late, and David just made grilled cheese, so I didn't have to worry about dinner, but I didn't really have time to prepare a project. Hey, Lori. Didn't really have time to prepare a project, but I knew that I wanted to do this one at some point, and so I just pulled it out. So I am just fuzzing it really well because this is a chalkboard, you guys. So typically chalkboards hold on to the transfer really well. Chalkboard, metal, and glass are the ones that really hold on to it. How are you, Lori? So I think that's good. We will see. So again, this is my surface. Thank you, Lori. I got it at Hobby Lobby probably a year, maybe 2 years ago. I think it was a year ago. Stormy there. Thank you, Melanie. All right. So this just barely fits. Just barely. But y'all, let me know what you think. Silver or gold? Hey, Laverne. Silver or gold gilding wax on this? Like I said, it was originally gold and I painted it blue, so you can see some of the gold through it. I'm thinking with the silver, it's gonna brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, it was like 84 here today, and it's supposed to be down cold tomorrow. I think that's just a everywhere thing. Trying to make sure this is straight. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Miss Terry. Look, it's your actual name. Yay! So like I said, I'm going to do this in white, but I'm going to put some gilding wax on it. I think it needs to be... Oh, cool. You can do any of the stencils on the wall. The big thing is, make sure if you do a pattern, make sure it repeats. So like our new farmhouse animals, for example, it repeats. You can see where it ends and where it begins. If you're just gonna do a saying, just make sure it's nice and centered. You don't have to do any prep or anything for a chalkboard wall. Besides, depending on the type of chalkboard paint that you use, you might want to wax it a little bit, or at least make sure that you fuzz the transfer a ton. Is that straight? Is that straight, you guys? I can't tell. I don't think it is. Hey, Linda. I don't think it is. I think it's over to the side. I'm just having the hardest time getting this straight, and it should be easy, you guys. You would think it'd be easy. No. It is just not getting straight for me. Hey, Sharon. Hi, Kathy. All right, I think that's it, guys. Is that straight? I think that's it. Hi, Karen. I think it's straight. I think it's straight enough. So if you don't do wax, just make sure to do a lot of fuzzing. Because wax leaves kind of a sheen. I'm not big on wax because of that. I just don't like the sheen. I think it needs to come down just a little bit. Not like moved side to side, just down. I probably just messed it up. That's better. It's gonna have to go. It's gonna have to do, because I'm not gonna reposition it again. I think it's good. So I have a brand new thing of white, you guys. Ooh. Hey, Bev. That's weird. It ended up weird. I just got an eyelash or something in my eye. Oh, don't you hate that? Whew. Right, so yeah, just fuzz it really, really well. That's why a lot of times you won't see me using wax. I just don't like it. I don't like the consistency of it. I don't like worrying that I'm gonna have a sheen on anything. I'm gonna pull this because even though this is a brand new white, it just feels a little bit thick. I wanna make sure it's going through good. And it is. It's awesome. Alrighty. Perfect. Probably going, ooh, I'm glad I saw that. There was a wrinkle. Wrinkles are not good. Okay. I would have used a bigger squeegee, guys, but as y'all know, I don't like washing squeegees, and they're all dirty. I'm gonna pull it just to make sure it's good. Oh, that's awesome. It's really good. All right, just a little bit more. It was really windy out today. So like I said, we went up to Springfield, and I drive a Camry, and it was pulling the Camry all over the place. All right, you guys, peel and reveal. If I can get the lid back on. So pretty. All right, come here. Oh my word, it's giving me fits. There we go. Hey, David. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't know, I'm probably gonna sell it, Melanie. I'm gonna dry this before I do the gilding wax. So we are gonna do the silver gilding wax. And you guys, this stuff is amazing. This is Dixie Belle. So Chalkator has partnered with Dixie Belle. It doesn't say it on here, but it's Dixie Belle. So, hey Peggy, how are you? So like I said, there's a little bit of gold shining through already, but we're gonna use silver. And just to show you a little bit of what it looks like, so this was a white frame and I just added a little bit of silver to it. So I am going to just take a small brush. It's almost like a paint, but it's a wax. And I'm gonna just go up here and across the top of these roses, just to give it a little bit of extra. It almost makes it look frosted. I'm good, Peggy. So like I said, I can use my finger for this, but I really didn't feel like having to clean my finger often afterwards. So this is available in my store, you guys. I had never used a gilding wax before. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little bit on the leaves as well. And I mean, very little. You don't need much of this stuff. So see, isn't that pretty? I think it makes it stand out. And you can use as much or as little as you want. That one was a bit much. I think so too. Okay. Drive safe, Miss Susan. We got somebody like racing up and down the road. I really like this silver with the blue. I think it really says it off. I like it a lot better than if I would have done gold. Ooh, that's a bunch. So let's use some of that over there to kind of even it out. But you guys, it's so easy to use. Only thing is, if you mess up, you're kind of out of luck because this stuff doesn't come off. Not really anyway. It does a little bit, but now this isn't wet. I'm just trying to rub a little bit of it off. Now I'm only gonna do flowers and I'm gonna do like highlights around the edge. So I did that little bitty frame with my finger and I had the hardest time getting this stuff off of my fingers. But you can absolutely do it. It's not a big deal. It comes off, it's just a little bit harder. So that's where we're at right now, you guys. That is so pretty. Hi, Amy. I love it. So I'm just gonna do a very light coat around these. These flowers. They're kind of bows. They're like a half flower, I guess. I don't know. Just a light coat, just to give it a little bit extra. Ooh, that was a lot extra. I think the blue was just a little bit dark for it, considering it was a blackboard. So yeah, if you weren't sure what this gilding wax was, hopefully this kind of helped you see what it does. It's just a highlighter. I think it just helped it brighten up just a little bit more. And I'm gonna do just around this rounded edge, or I might just do around the outside edge. Just to kind of even it out. Because I have all of that on the inside edge. That's a lot. So when I went to leadership, they actually had these there. So we got to play with it a little bit there and kind of get our minds around it. Some of the designers had already known what it was. So Chalk is actually partnering with other brands. The other brand that they're partnered with right now is Armor Etch, which is to etch glass. Y'all, this will go a long way because I have barely even started to put a dent in this. You could also use like a rag over your finger and just use it almost like a stain. I think that's all I'm gonna do. What do you guys think? All right, so this is all that I had for tonight. I hope you guys love it. I will be live again on Thursday at 6:30 Central Standard Time, and I'm going to do another wood cutout. So I got some really cute ones cut out, but I think I'm gonna do a St. Patrick's Day one. So thank you guys so much for coming on and hanging out with me. Have a great night, you guys. Good night.